So how did you go about getting the Dave East feature on your newest track?
Shit, I just approached them, bro. When I got backstage, the show place, they showed mad love to me. They treat me like I'm famous, man. They let me back there and I chop it up with bro. He was talking about like 8,000-9,000. I was like, man, I got three bones for you right now. The studio's locked in. I got the songs already recorded. I just got the open verse, and he was.
Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Out to the paper, the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it. Okay, out to the paper, the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it.
What does the future look like for your podcast?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of No Label, the podcast. Here, my boy Nell. Special shout outs to everybody that's been subscribing on YouTube as normal, liking on Instagram, sharing, following, TikTok, Facebook, all that. Just continue to show us some love. We appreciate all the support, and we just keep bringing dope guests and just continuing to drop gems for y'all so y'all can keep just, learning and expanding your creativity. So today, we got an artist here who is, to me, the definition of creativity, from the music to the visuals to just the whole entertainment aspect, and just him as an artist. He pretty much has it down pat, and he's here today to promote some music, got some dope stuff coming, been doing some dope stuff in the town. Shogun Wiz, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, brother, man. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you pulling up on us.
Oh, for sure, man.
So we like to get into the origin story, just starting out kind of sequential order. So from my research, born and raised Lower West Side.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And how was what would you say your upbringing was like growing up?
Single mother household. We had a stepdad. He's still there. It was a little different, but she kept shoes and clothes on our back, food in our stomachs. We didn't have the best things, like the nicest Jordans and the nicest clothes like that. But we still, we had stuff, like I said, food in our bellies and shelter over our head. But it was a little different in the West Side. You see, the fiends everywhere, the shootings that happen all the time, and it just becomes the regular thing,
Mm-hmm. I had a best friend that lived on the West Side, so I grew up on the West Side a lot, just like going to his house every weekend. So I got a kind of an idea of just the environment.
Like the upper or the lower?
What would be considered what?
The lower is like
I used to be like around like the Busty area.
Yeah, that's like the Lower West Side.
Yeah. He grew
so
up.
you
Right
get like towards like more the downtown area, like Tops.
I used to go to the Bell Center every day.
Yeah, the Bell Center. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I lived right up the street from the Bell Center.
Right.
Maryland and Trent. Yep.
Yeah, that's where I like first started playing basketball at the Bell Center, like 8-9 years old. But what would you say is like your fondest childhood memory? Like when you think of your childhood, what's like that memory that you kind of go back to, or it always pops up?
Oh man, getting up with my boys on, chilling in front of my boy Sam's house. Shout out to my band, my boy Bones, chilling on that green box in the projects in the back, just chilling there playing Manhunt. Just being a kid, actually playing outside. It wasn't no tablets and shit like that. Like, so we was out there playing outside. Football. It was like football like nonstop, constantly playing football. That was like my first love before music. I used to love football, bro, like crazy. But yeah, it was just, man, it was a lot of love in the West Side, man.
You played Little League?
Yeah, I played for West Side. Yeah.
Word.
I played for West Side. I played for Lafayette. Yeah, I played for Lafayette and West Side. Yeah.
Word. So when did you grow up in like a musical household at all? Was your mom's playing music?
Yeah, super musical household. Like my uncle too was like one of my father figures. Shout out to Jeffrey Pacheco. He always had music playing, like whether it was like James Brown, Rick James. Like we used to pull up in the Lower West Side playing "Hit the Road, Jack." I used to be embarrassed to be sitting in the car like this, and he put the windows right down, and he be like, man, you better, man, listen, bro, this is where music coming from, bro. So between like him and my mom, with her playing like the old school, like the Rakim, the De La Souls, just the old school. I've been brought off all different kind of music, man, everything.
For sure. And when did you start? Not even when did you start making music? When did you have an idea that you wanted to maybe just be involved in the arts or entertainment in general?
Just the entertainment since I was a kid. We used to do like Vine videos, and before Vine and before like YouTube a long time ago, like we used to do videos all the time, like little skits and shit. And I used to have this camera that was cheap and it only recorded up to a minute and didn't have audio. So we used to record little skits back in the day, me and my homies, and then we put like old audio over them. You know what I mean? Like old like music from like back in the days. Like for example, like my boy Henry, he's a bigger dude, so we did like a little skit of him taking a box of cereal out on a date, and we played that. We put the audio over that. It was just the two of us, you know. And he was like taking the shit on the block and taking it and swinging it around and the garden and shit. And we only had exactly, bro. We only had a minute on the camera, so we'd have to record and then go back in the house, and I'd have to take it off the camera and go back outside and get another minute, run back in the house, take it off the camera, go rinse and repeat until we got like a good, 3 minutes good of like content, and then like put the audio over. But since I was little, bro, like I've always been into like making videos and doing fun shit. I've did like dancing, like crumping and bone breaking, tutting and shit like at a certain age, and I've been musically inclined, bro, for a while. Not as far as like making music until like recently, the last 4 years, but as far as like being around it or being involved in music things, bro, since I was little, bro.
Word. So before you got into the music, did you fall victim to like your environment and the things that were surrounded in the West Side, like you was talking about earlier, or were you able to?
On some sense, yeah. Like at a certain age, I like not having a father figure, it's kind of hard to have a little bit of guidance. You don't know what is right or wrong when you're going through a certain age, and I had a lot of people I was around that were not good influence, and I kind of wanted to just be down and be cool, and we was robbing houses and just doing dumb shit I shouldn't have been doing. And it's like you gotta live and learn. You don't have no one there to tell you like, hey, this ain't right, until you deal with the repercussions or the punishments from them shits or the karma. Then you're like, damn, like I gotta grow up now and stop doing these dumb things. You know what I mean? Like there's a point in life when you become just too old enough, and then you just learn things as a man. You learn from other people's mistakes, and then then you just learn not to or to veer away from like those type of situations and shit. Now I wouldn't even think twice about doing nothing like that. I'm too old, you know what I mean? But yeah, like being surrounded about like the Lower West Side and not really having much to do and only having the Bell Center, and that's really it, just the Bell Center. So like when the Bell Center was closed, nothing to do, we just our minds wandered, niggas was just hungry, like I said, my mom gave us what she could, but we didn't have the best of shit, and I wanted the best of shit. Like the only way to get it from me was taken from others, which wasn't good, and like I said, we all do dumb shit when we're younger and things I'm not proud of, but I'm grown now, bro, and I would never steal from nobody, ever again, whether it's a pen or paper, or something big like money or something. It's just, I don't know. No, all that stuff's karma, bro. Comes back tenfold.
It's part of life. Part of life is growth, and the important thing is learning from your mistakes and not going back to what that was.
No,
a lot of people, they get to our age and then they still doing the same shit.
No, for sure.
Even though they went through the repercussions or them being back and forth to jail, whatever it is, it's like they never actually learn. So
I don't like jail, bro. Some people like that. I got ADHD. I can't be in a little box. Like I don't want to do none of that, bro. So like I learned from other people. Be seeing them in jail for like, their whole life, and then seeing them come out and they're gray. It's like I would never want to deal with that type of, what I mean, any of that type of shit. So it's just like I just got to stay away from that,
Or, so when did you start? I think you said about maybe 4 years ago. Is that when you started taking the music seriously?
Yeah, putting money behind it.
So when did you start actually recording music in general?
I recorded probably about 4 years ago. So like I got a producer. I ain't gonna really say his name, but he was bad on drugs, and he sold me his equipment because he wanted to go get high, and I was like, nah, I'm not trying to buy your equipment, bro, because I'm not about to support that. You know what I mean? Like, and because I need beats too at the end of the day. Like I need you to make me beats, and I buy your shit. Who's gonna make me beats? He's like, I'll figure it out. Long story short, my lady convinced me just to buy it off him, because he's like, if you don't buy it off him, he's gonna sell it to somebody else, and you still ain't gonna get no beats. So I was like, yeah, you're right. So I bought the equipment off him, and I basically self-taught myself off of FL Studio. how to record and engineer and mix and master. I know they got other programs that's better like Logic and Pro Tools, but all I've ever had was FL from that first year, and I learned on that, and I was comfortable on that, you know. And that's the music I produce now is off that.
Word. So you produce most of your own stuff now?
Yeah, majority of it, yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
If I want like a really clean, good mix, I'll like go to like Tyree or Ace or somebody that's really good at the engineering, like better than me. It's got more experience, you know.
When did you get connected with like Ace and Tyree and them, like K Pistol, like the whole pretty much 353 conglomerate?
Within my first year of doing music, I met Tyree. I would say a little bit over 4 years ago, and he was recording at his house on French. And when I met him, he was just getting back into doing the music again. He was driving for Metro, the NFTA, and he basically like, I was working for FedEx and he was working for Metro, and we both quit our jobs to like do music fully, like 100%. And he kind of like motivated me and inspired me and pushed me to keep going, because I was ass when I first started. And Tyree kind of like, you know, he wasn't honest to me about being ass, but that was a good thing, because if, you know, like him telling me, like, yo, bro, this shit's hard, and like, you know, that's those days motivated me to keep going, you know what I mean? Like, to me, he might have even genuinely thought my shit was good, but to me, looking back at it, my shit was ass. And it was like that push, like from like him, it was like, you know, it was dope. You know, it was like, yo, your shit's fire, bro. You got the image, you got the sound, and versus like looking back, you know, now to then, it was like, I came a long way, you know, from 4 years, and it's like, you know, it's because of people like Tyree. And I just met Ace probably like 2 years ago, and I met K Pistol through Tyree and J Mar and those whole like you said, the 353 group. Like as a collective, I met them like throughout the years. I bought like a We Make Hits, Charm, Big B. I was with Big B, all of them, man. Like we went strong for that first year, doing like the We Make Hits, like the open mic events and shit. Like shout out to them, man. Like they even still to this day, man. Tyree be doing a couple things for me. Like they, you know, like managers would be doing for they, you know, for the artists, and I appreciate bro for that. You know, I'd be needing like him to get my songs cleared, and he did that for the Dave E shit, and you know, but like damn, I think I'm veering off. What you was talking about?
Nah, you was still talking about pretty much how you met the people from 353.
Okay, yeah,
y'all relationship.
Yeah, but that's basically the gist of it.
Nah, cause when I started seeing y'all together and kind of move as a unit, y'all would like go out of town places together. Y'all would be at each other's studio sessions. Y'all would support each other in videos. Like I done seen you behind the scenes in K Pistol videos. I done seen K Pistol behind the scenes in your videos. Like people don't realize that all of that shit matters and all that shit helps when you're an artist individually. Like you can't just expect to just be the artist and not help or support other people around you.
100%, bro. You gotta be the soldier and the leader. You gotta be you gotta share, support, just like you want to expect it back. That's the difference between like Buffalo and down south. That's why there's so much artists that's popping in like the down south, because they got that support from each other. They push each other. They all share each other's shit. If we had that same shit over in Buffalo, bro, there'd be so much more, you know, like people, more eyes on Buffalo, so much more people getting looked at instead of just like a handful. You know what I mean? Like us pushing each other, bro, is what's gonna make it bigger for us. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
I don't expect everyone just to push just me, man. We gotta push each other. You know?
And then y'all learning from each other while y'all all working together. Like y'all all
100%.
bring something different to the table that the other person can feed or learn off.
100%.
So when, I don't want to skip too far ahead, but since you just brought it up, the Dave East feature on the new track, how did that actually come about? I know he had the show at Showplace Theater.
Yeah, I did a headline show for him at Showplace.
Hold on. Let me re-ask that question for clips,
my bad.
for clip purposes. So how did you go about getting the Dave East feature on your newest track?
Shit, I just approached him, bro. When I got backstage, the Showplace, they showed mad love to me. They treat me like I'm famous, man. They let me back there, and I chop it up with bro. He was talking about like 8,000-9,000. I was like, man, I got three bones for you right now. The studio's locked in. I got the songs already recorded. I just got the open verse, and he was like, man, let's do it. So he said he called when his manager came running in. He's like, yo, he's pointed at me. He was like, yo, lock him in. So bro pulled me to the side. We swapped numbers. I sent him the address for Tyree's studio, and it was crazy. Like they followed us to the studio. All like what I think it was like 10 of their cars, bro. They followed us like in a line. We ate red lights, all types of shit. It was crazy as hell, bro. Like, and we drove straight here. It was like on some whole like presidential shit. Like there was like some famous people shit the way they were going about it. Then we got here and it was dope. He played the 2 tracks, and he heard this first one. He was fucking with it heavy. He heard the second one. He was fucking with it. But he was like halfway through the second one, he wasn't fucking with it as much as the first one, because he's like, man, put that first one back on. He said that first one was hard. I loaded the first one back up, and he just threw his hoodie up and started going in, writing instantly. Started going in, and shit. The rest was, you know what I mean. The rest was history, man. Smooth song.
And y'all got, who did y'all have shoot the video?
RK was in the room. We had Danny Vista. We had Charles Butera was in there. It was dope too, because we weren't really supposed to shoot the video. There was not even no intention, but me, I'm an opportunist, bro. Like when it comes to shit like that, I'm like, we gotta get some video, we gotta get some content, but they wasn't trying to include that in the price. It was like they wanted more money for that shit, and they damn near didn't even want us recording it at all. And as soon as they had his one manager was in there trying to tell RK like, oh yeah, you can't record, bro. If we catch you recording, you know, we're gonna have to kick you out. And I caught that quick. That gave me a opportunity to go talk to Dave real quick, and I'm like, yo, bro, I'm like, I ain't got much in my pocket left, but I got a little bit of pay, man. You trying to get a little shoot a video real quick? And he's like, where's your cameraman? I'm like, right there. What your man's talking to, telling me he's about to kick him out. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, let's run the drain real quick. I'm like, yo, RK, come on, bro. I said, shoot this shit, bro. And then his manager was like, damn, man, what the fuck? They want to make money on the side. They're like, man, we need our cuts too and shit. He's like, man, he was feeling the song so hard. And then niggas say, man, pause. He was like, man, let's run that joint. So we start recording the video. Oh, and he was like, man, he's like, I don't really know much. I just wrote this. I don't really know the words like that. He said, but I could try my best. I'm like, man, that's all I'm asking for, bro. So we shot that shit. And like he said, he didn't really know much of his words, but what he did know, he said. And we got that shit on footage. And I got the video and the song off for like 3 bands, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Breeze too. Shout out to my team, Cold Money Entertainment. Shout out to Rough Buff Entertainment. Without them, you know what I mean, we wouldn't have locked in that Dave East feature too, man. Shout out to them, man.
Yeah, that's big, man. That was big for you and big for the town too.
Yeah.
That was a good look.
Yeah, I fuck with Dave East too since Free Smoke, since like Push It Remix, like before he was like mainstream, you know. Like
I was fuck with him before Carrie Chanel, all that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Me too, bro. Like me too. So it was an honor to me, bro, to be in a room with him. You know what I mean? Like it was dope. It was like, and I get to have him on one of my songs. Like that's even doper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So for Harlem all the way to Buffalo, that shit was T, bro.
Nah, yeah, Ryan did his thing on the video with what little he had to work with too.
Yes, bro.
Because it was just performance footage and then studio footage.
Yes, bro. He made it look like we performed the song on stage. It was dope, man. Ryan did his thing, man. Shout out to RK.
True.
Definitely, we had a little bit of nothing damn there, and then he made some dope ass video out of it for sure.
Hell yeah. And you mentioned Rough Buck Entertainment. How long have you been signed with them?
About 4 years, bro. About 4 years. Yeah, me, Gigi Fumes, Danny Don Dada, and we co-signed Los Meds.
Word. And how involved are they in like your career in general? Like how much of a help have they been specifically?
Man, to keep it honest with you, that's my label. That's my entertainment group.
Okay.
I got a DBA for that like 4 years ago too. I mean, it's me, bro. Like I'm the one that pushes. Like before I had the help that I got now, for the last 3 years, it's been me, my bread, like my like connections, me reaching out to everyone. Like that's been me, you know. And shout out to Danny and Gigi Fumes and Los Meds. Like when I like, you know, I sign them as like artists underneath my entertainment group, I don't give them a big chain or a bag of money. I offer them my connections, you know, like the outlets I have, like the studios and like me recording them. I offer like that because I see like their vision too. Like I see their talent, and I feel like what I know, what I've been through in the last 4 years, and what they don't know, and with the talent they have, they can skip up forward, you know, and what I've already learned, they ain't even got to go through that, you know, because like I already went through all that, and I could guide them towards like shit. I don't know much. I'm still learning myself, but from what I learned, you know, I can offer you that and guide you, you know what I've learned in my last 4 years.
Word. Nah, that's dope. I didn't know that was your shit. You a businessman, bro.
I appreciate it,
You
bro.
a businessman. And then you also have a new single that you just dropped, Doe, featuring
Viciani from Rochester.
Viciani, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? I've been hearing about him for a little bit.
Yeah, me too, man. Shout out to Viciani, man. He's dope, man. I heard that Northside song a bunch of times. And I'm like, man, this dude's dope. He makes good music. You know what I mean? I gotta tap it with him. He inboxed me. He was like, yo, bro, you make good music, man. Dope content. We gotta cook some up. I said, man, let's do it, bro. I'm gonna sing you some open shit, and send him a couple open songs. He picked that Doe shit. He's like, man, I'm gonna smoke this shit. Like a month or two, sent that shit back and linked up with him. Shot the video, I think like that next week, and shit, we dropped that shit. I think like what, on the 15th or something like that. Oh no, not the 15th. I'm lying. Maybe the 10th. I think the 10th or something. We dropped it. Yeah, all platforms, and we dropped the video too.
No, yeah, I just watched the video.
Yeah, shout out to damn, bro, I be smoking too much.
I think Ryan shot it, right?
Yeah, shout out to Ryan, but the company that let us shoot there, the construction company.
Oh yeah.
Get Her Done. Shout out to Get Her Done, New York, man. You guys need your tires chewed up and shit, man. Contact them. But they let us shoot there, man. It's cost a lot of money to operate those machines, to put down their business just to let me shoot there for a couple hours. It cost them money, so shout out to them, man. They let us do that. Yeah, that was dope to drive an excavator and shit, man. I never got to do that. That was always something I always wanted to do as a kid, is drive one of them big ass trucks with the arms and pick up the dirt. I'm like, this shit is crazy. But bro, it's not that hard like you think it is. Like that shit's like playing a video game.
Yeah, it's a joystick.
Yeah, like well then you got the feet ones and then you got the joystick, but they're like the feet ones control the shit that it goes forward and backwards, and then this controls like the way you turn it like that, but then like the thumbs on it is what controls the lever and the fucking thing. So you got like 4 different things you got to control. Your brain has to do 4 different things at once when you want to operate that shit. So you're moving your feet, you're moving your arms and your thumbs to like operate that whole excavator. So it's like it's not hard, but it's not easy either. Like I feel like if you're not like you gotta
be locked in.
You gotta be locked in, bro. You gotta have like hand-eye coordination and reflexes, bro, to drive one of them bitches, bro, for sure.
Yeah. You know? But so the creativity when it comes to your videos, that's, to me, that was the biggest standout when I first came across you. I think I came across you just through following and like knowing K Pistol and shit. But then when I seen like your visuals for all your videos, it was like, oh no, he take this shit serious. Like he actually takes time. I don't know if you write scripts.
Yes, yeah, I do, bro.
You write
Super
scripts,
serious.
you get the props, hella different like angles and shots. Even just the, cause I work in video production. So even just when I was watching the Doe video, how it was like, you get out of the machine and then you see the feet land and then you see you hopping out fully and then it closes up on the feet again.
See, like a lot of that's with Ryan, but me, I'm telling him like, yo, bro, like I saved these sneakers for this video. Like I need you to get these in the video. So I don't care how you do it, but I need you to get these in the video. So a lot of that's like me telling him like shit like that, but it's arcade with the angles. He's good as hell when he comes to like getting different angles and shit like that. I don't even know until I get the video back, because he don't send me sneak peeks. He don't send me no sneak peeks. He don't send me no fucking snippets until like the day before, because I'm bugging him, like, yo, bro, let me see something. But like that's all arcade with the angles and shit, bro.
So where does the creativity and like the actual intentionality and seriousness come from when you create your visuals?
It comes from me being like a child at heart, bro. Like, having a big imagination and shit, and wanting to always do things that you in reality you can't do, like drive an excavator. You know what I mean? Like unless you get the opportunity to do it. So it's like shit like that. It's like, I don't know. I just want to do things that seem undoable, or unrealistic, and I just try to do it as close as possible as I can. And Arcade he has a big part of that, making that happen too.
Where does the resiliency comes from when it comes to getting this stuff done? Because when it comes to shooting videos and good videos, it's a lot of moving parts and it's a lot of minor pieces that got to be in order for it to actually like come to fruition. And a lot of artists get discouraged when 1 or 2 things don't go as planned, and then they'll just crap the whole video idea and just shoot some random shit. So where does the like resiliency and determination come from to get it done the way that you envisioned it getting done?
Bro, nothing ever goes as planned, ever. Like no matter how much you plan that shit, bro, it don't ever go as planned. So I'm more of like go where the wind blows type of dude. Like we gonna try to plan it as close as like this, but like if it don't, we gonna do our best to work out something else to make it happen. I try not to get discouraged, because then like you get in that mindset that like damn, like what am I gonna do, you know? So I try to think of like a plan B before a plan B even needs to come, you know? Like I'm like, just in case this don't fall through, I got to back up fucking Ford GT pulling up, you know what I mean? Just in case bro don't pull up with his car or something, you know? Like I'm always like, I try to always be like 2 steps ahead of something, so that way that doesn't happen or I don't get discouraged. But for the most part, bro, like I'm always like going where the wind blow usually works, bro, you know, honestly.
You got any interest in directing or acting?
Nah, for sure, definitely. Like I've been like a bunch of like small commercial videos and stuff and like skits for other companies and shit like that. But I'm definitely taking interest in like directing. I've been paid up to direct a couple people's music videos. I'm definitely interested in doing like a movie or something for sure. Like I just love the entertaining, bro. Like
I could definitely see that, bro.
Yeah, I definitely love entertaining. I like the, I don't know, it's hard to explain, bro. It's not even like I like the attention. I just like I like being on camera, and I like for something to look cool as shit, you know? Like I don't know, it's hard to explain to me because in my brain I see something a certain way. I be wanting it to look like that. I want the explosion to look like a real explosion behind me, you know? I don't want no.
Yeah, you like
no
you're a creator. You like bringing ideas to life.
Yeah, for sure, bro. 100%.
And you just happen to always be at the center of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, I had something. Oh yeah. So when it comes to, cause like we talk about it a lot when it comes to just artists and rappers. Like a lot of artists or rappers don't know how to take off the rapper hat. Like they feel like they got to be a rapper 24/7, you know. And just from you knowing that you're a family man and you also are a full-time entertainer. So how do you separate the two? How does the two not cross or like overlap into each other in a way?
When it comes to balancing everything, that's like a difficult thing to do every day is to balance all this shit. But I'm me, bro, for like off and on camera, rapping, not rapping. This is what you get, nigga, regardless, you know, like everyone knows that about me. Like you get me, like my girl gets the version of me in front of my homies, like you know, like I don't know, like I'm not one to be like around my niggas, I'm not gonna act all mushy with my bitch or like not act goofy or like, cause that's me. I act like that regardless, but like everyone knows, like, you know, if there's a time to point to be serious or I gotta, you know, make sure that somebody gets yoked up or something like that, it gets there. But for the most part, bro, I'm humble, I'm chilling, I'm goofy, I be chilling, bro. I love humor, I love making fun of people, I love being making fun of, like I love joking around, like that's just me, bro. So I'm like that with the rapping shit, I'm like that shit. Not with the rapping shit, I'm like that with my family. You know, like my girl had to learn to accept that too. Like I joke around a lot. Like I gotta learn that shit, bro. Like if you ain't got no humor, you can't be around me, bro. Cause I'm gonna roast your ass. That's just what it is.
No, that's a fact. So you pretty much, you made sure you incorporated your actual personality into your craft.
No,
so
for
that
sure.
way you don't have to. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. I'm not about to put the persona on to be someone I'm not, bro. On and off camera, like that's too hard. Like it's just so much easier to be yourself. You know what I mean?
For a fact. So we got a top 5 segment too, right?
Okay.
Got a couple segments. First one's the top 5 segment. So, what is the top 5 things you're most grateful for in your life right now?
My kids, my family. I don't know if that falls in the same category, but definitely my mom probably falls in the same category as family. Shit. I'm grateful to be here breathing. I'm grateful for you know, the house over my head and the food in my house. You know, bills are paid. Because when you know everything's paid, you're rich, bro. Like, you know, so I'm grateful, you know, my kid, both my daughter and my son are healthy. Shit, man. I'm grateful for you know, my friends and my family, like I said, my family, my friends that are like my family, that I would consider family instead of friends. Like I'm grateful for everyone, you know. I'm grateful for like my music community, like the people that are supportive and do share and aren't like gatekeeping things. Like I'm grateful for all those people too. I'm grateful for that, you know, those things.
Yeah, most definitely.
Probably said more than 5, but yeah.
No, that's perfectly fine. And I asked that because it looks like you're on an upward trajectory, right? And one of the things is we don't tend to get to the places we want to go because we're not actually appreciative or grateful for what we have in the moment.
Right.
So I just asked that pretty much to just get a grasp of if you're grateful or are you aware of the things you're grateful for right now, because like I said, you're on an upward trajectory.
You know, I feel like that's true, bro. Like on so many levels. Like I used to do things I shouldn't do, like as far as cheating. And when I stopped doing that type of shit, bro, and like everything good started happening, like life started, like everything's better, bro. Like when you're a genuine person to like your loved ones that love you, your life, everything goes up, bro. It's weird as hell. I'm not into like psychic readings or what that tarot card readings, but I had a reading, and long story short, they told me that this is like this is the year of like my upbringing and like that I'm being paid for doing right, basically. And like I feel like bro, like I'm making more money, you know, like everything's way better now. I'm more happier. I wake up peaceful every day, like because I'm more genuine and like I don't do anything evil, bro, like anything, you know. And there's like when you don't cheat, you don't have to have that weird feeling of like that guilt feeling, that guilty feeling of like her phone ringing and like, oh shit, I wonder if that's about me, you know. Like she's like, hey, babe, come here, and you're like, fuck. You get over there and you're like, what's up? She's like, did you throw out the garbage? And you're like, whoo. Thought she was about to say, you know, whatever, you know, like that feeling of that not having to beat her no more, bro, is the best feeling. You not having to, it's like looking over your shoulder, like when you don't do nobody wrong, that feeling of not having to look over your shoulder, not have to worry about your girl looking through your phone and not finding nothing, like all that shit just pays off, like with life, bro. Like you said, like the music is taking off so much more now than ever because I'm being such a loyal person, a genuine person that I've ever been, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm putting my family before anything, you know, like, and like I genuinely, the energy's getting pushed back, you know. And so like my craft and everything I've been doing, I've been getting more love, more reach, like, and I feel it now, you know. I can see it, and it's definitely like you can tell it's from like being a genuine person, being a clear-minded, and not like, you know, like sinning like with like lust and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just better, bro. You just feel way better as a person.
No, 100%. That peace of mind, that pureness, that genuine spirit take you a long way.
Yeah, you know, for sure, bro.
You got a third eye now? Yes. We got another segment for you.
Dope.
So yeah, we got a third eye segment where it's basically we talk about unconventional truths, opinions, you know what I mean, conspiracy theories, all that type.
That's dope. That's dope.
So you mentioned earlier, just like you grew up in the house, single mother, stuff like that. So who were the men that like gave you those intangibles? Because just from meeting you in this pre-production, like stand up dude, you know what I'm saying? You seem super solid. Like who were some of those men that instilled those things in you?
Definitely my stepdad, man. Shout out to my stepdad, Coco. He's been there. He's straight from Puerto Rico, from Lower East Side. He's been there since I was like probably, I can't even remember, bro. Since I was like probably around like 12 years old, and living in like on Mariner Homes and out in Effner in the Lower West Side. He's been there. He didn't know that much English, so me and him really never had like a too crazy bond because of our like language barrier. And I'm Puerto Rican myself, so I can't speak it as fluent as, you know, people from the island because I wasn't born and raised or taught. So it's like a little language barrier. But from what, you know, what he knew as a man, you know, he tried to instill in me, you know. And you know, like I said, the language barrier was kind of hard. He was a little strict with certain things, but, you know, as Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico, they're a little more strict with certain shit. But, you know, he's a good dude. My Uncle Jeffrey, I mentioned earlier, he's like definitely someone you want to look up to. He's a hardworking dude, family person. He worked at the Father Bell. He was the one that worked in the gym. I don't know if you remember the bald guy with the ponytail. His name Jeffrey Pacheco. He worked in there when, I don't know if you know of Grace, Miss Grace. She worked there back then. James, remember James? I forgot what his name. He worked actually in the gym after my uncle left there, but my uncle was the first one that was in that joint when Grace was there, and it's way back in the day, bro, super back in the day. But shout out to him. He worked at La Luna too. Hardworking man. He's got a family of like, I think he's got 4 daughters, bunch of grandkids. He's a great dude, man. Like the definition of like a hardworking man. My Uncle Sylvester, he's from Forestville, New York. He's another hardworking man, takes care of fucking 20 acres of land and shit. He taught me a bunch of shit about being a man, fishing and shit like that. I don't like fishing, but he taught me a bunch of shit like that. I don't want to miss anybody. My real father wasn't really there like that, or not at all. Not even say like that, but I've seen him recently. We're gonna keep you in prayers, man. Do better.
Absolutely.
You know.
What made me ask that joint is because I was recently in the Dominican Republic, and they had a picture. It was an older dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, who is that? He was like, oh, that's the grandfather. That's the grandfather. I was like, your grandfather? Like ancestor? What? So they would give me the runaround answers. You know, I could tell it was like spiritually significant.
Right.
So I'm just like, I understand like that power of that father figure and having it in just like it's growing up as men in the world. It's like shit get rough out here, but you need that father energy over you.
You do, bro. That's why like I got my son now. It's like that's why I'm so happy I got a son now. It's like I got a daughter. I'm so happy I got her too. But having a son is so much more different. It's like it's like me in a little body.
No, that's dope, man. Because I definitely, like, I grew up with my father in the house. I wouldn't say he taught me a lot of the things that fathers teach you, but I am aware of just having a presence of a father in the household kept me out of a lot of shit.
Oh, for sure.
Just in general.
100%.
But, so just to get in, before we wrap up, we definitely want to get into the new music and the new shit you got coming. So I believe it's Lost Files 3, July 29th.
Mm-hmm.
And SHO-TIME is August 20th.
Yes, sir.
So these are two separate projects. What would you say is the difference between the two?
SHO-TIME, or my bad, SHO-TIME. SHO-TIME is more of like it's more of like everything. It's a little bit of everything that I do. You know, like it's a versatile project, and the Lost Files is more of so like the trappier side and like stuff that's been sitting on the laptop for a little bit that I've been just needing to put out. People ask me to put out there, like, I've just been sitting on. But like those with the Lost Files 3. I also got this Friday. It's gonna be The Price of Pressure. That's a collab EP with Jun Music. That's every beat he produced. Shout out to him. It's gonna be dope. I got a bunch of music coming out.
Word. And you said you got a book bag or back to school drive coming up?
Yep, on August 23rd at Ralph Wilson Park. I think it's 5 Porter. Yeah, it's 5 Porter, 14201. It's gonna be a back to school drive for the kids. We're gonna have bounce houses, face paintings, free haircuts, food, backpacks full of gear. It's gonna be lit, man. They got the splash pad there. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be live music. We got a DJ Apollo. We got our sponsors, Get Her Done. We got Hype Galleria, Mary Jane's on Sheridan, and BNS Entertainment. Those are all our sponsors, man. It's gonna be lit. Make sure y'all come out, bring the kids. As everything's free until supplies last. So make sure y'all get there early and get y'all kids book bags and some food.
Yes, sir. That's some dope shit, man. So, do you have anything you want to tell the people or let us know about before we wrap up?
Man, it's a Shogun Wiz on all platforms. SHOGUNWIZ. You can follow me on everything. I just want to say I appreciate my supporters. You know, appreciate everyone out there. Everyone thanks the No Label for having me on their podcast.
Of course, bro.
It's just dope being here, breathing, man. Like I just appreciate, all of it. It's gonna be a big year. 2026 is gonna be my my plantation year where I bring heavy, crazy content, and then 2027 is where I'm taking off. Like I'm just letting y'all know that's what it's gonna be.
For sure. Like I said earlier, man, we see the upward trajectory. So definitely appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you pulling up.
I appreciate you for having me, bro. It's all love, man. For sure.
No Label the Pod. We out.
Peace.